While not as active as some of the games coming up, LEGO Harry Potter saw a few world records this month. We started off on the very first day of the month with myself and Paxo improving our world record in LEGO Harry Potter Years 1 through 4 All Crests co-op, getting a time of 2 hours, 21 minutes and 53 seconds, saving almost 4 minutes to our previous PB. Not quite a goal, but that is it. 2:21:53. A week later, on the 11th, we did one last run in preparations for LEGOThon, finishing up with a time of 2 hours, 70 minutes and 42 seconds, saving another 4 minutes to our record and breaking the sub 2:20 10-minute barrier. And just before the start of the third day of LEGOThon, in the early morning of the 14th of July, we saw a world record in LEGO Harry Potter Years 5 through 7 free play by Quasar with a time of 32 minutes and 12 seconds, saving 27 seconds to the previous world record. The insane thing about this run is that Quasar did it on the restricted variant, which enabled to do a 1-minute time save in one of the levels, and he still beat the unrestricted record that used that skip. Huge GG's to him, and we hope to see this category pushed even further.
July also included LEGOThon 2024, our 7th annual LEGO Speedrunning Marathon. It was an awesome 3-day event featuring 29 speedruns from 36 different runners across 3 different days. We raised a grand total of just over $2,254, the most we have ever raised in this event, so huge thank you to everyone that watched and donated to help support Extra Life. If you want to catch up on any of the showcase runs from that weekend, all of those are on a playlist here on YouTube, linked in the description.
This month, all 3 LEGO Island games are featured on LEGOThon, with Extreme Stunts making its debut at the event. On the 4th, I got a run in LEGO Island Pepper Percent with what might be the best possible RNG patterns for the Peace Hunt, and a final time of 11 minutes 27 seconds. After this, I moved on to the 100% category and lowered the 8-year-old world record by over 5 minutes through better routing and from much faster acceleration and better turning on controller. On the 22nd, I found the rebuilding vehicles as each character after Pepper was redundant and lowered the record by a further 50 seconds, down to 35 minutes 10 seconds. I also lowered the LEGO Island 2 GBA world record by 5 seconds on the 9th, with a first try double jump glitch skip and a final time of 8 minutes 10 seconds. Another month, another new Bionicle The Game any percent no Tahu skip world record by Milkblade, this time by 1.1 seconds with a 38:46 on July 2nd.
Ooh, that was close.
On the 16th, the community sum of best split times held by Milkblade, Speedrun, and myself reached under 38 minutes for the first time. Then I found a few consistent time saves worth almost 2 seconds in the branch section of Liwahi. Double jumping early over the branch to avoid landing on the platform at the second death warp can save roughly 3/4 of a second. Then at the end of the spiral, double jumping early over the branch again to avoid landing on the platform will let you preserve your speed until after you let go of the rope, skipping a small section and saving almost a full second.
The LEGO Movie 2 video game of all games had a very active month. Fresh off of a pair of 100% co-op records in June that gave the category its first runs, T-Fresh and myself continued to lower our times with 6 additional records this month. Starting with a 2:38:42 on July 2nd, we achieved another 2 records in the lower 2:30s, including our showcase run during day 2 of LEGOThon, before chunking the time down with an 11-minute personal best on July 15th, taking the time down all the way to a 2:20:18.
Man, that was really close.
We continued pushing our time lower in the second half of the month, including a 2:18:18 on the 17th and a 2:17:41 on the 30th. We plan to continue grinding this surprisingly fun category next month until we get a relatively optimized time. With this attention on the game, runner Bacon Soda decided to take a crack at any percent. After putting up a couple second place runs on his first few attempts, Bacon set a new world record of 41:33 on July 28th, before beating that time the following day with a 40:42.
That's record for sure. Oh.
He continued his world record streak on the 30th with a 40:21, and twice more on the 31st with a 40:14, and finally a 39:56 to achieve the category's first solo sub 40-minute run.
Let's go, dude!
Bacon pushed the boundaries of this category, opting to add in a number of formerly co-op only 2-player strats to push down his time, including a very tricky reroute of the sorting area split. He has since swapped his attention to routing solo 100%, so be on the lookout for a new world record in that category in next month's recap.
This month, we have a lot of exciting runs on LEGO Star Wars 2. First of all, the 2 best runners on 80% PC, Cargoon and Paxo, did a great run in co-op with a 10-minute save to complete the run, so in 1 hour, 39 minutes and 20 seconds.
Let's go. That's so huge.
Also, I'm happy to introduce you a new category on LEGO Star Wars 2 category extension, which is the Red Brick Rush. Like the complete saga and as the name suggests, you need to collect every red brick as fast as you can. And for this category, Saber currently holds the 2 latest world records, with firstly a 50 minutes and 47 seconds, and now a 50 minutes and 4 seconds. In addition of that, Saber has set a new world record in freeplay category on GameCube emulator, completing the original trilogy in an impressive 41 minutes and 43 seconds. This is now a very difficult record to beat, with very few mistakes allowed. And finally, Saber didn't want to finish it there because he decided to take the true world record in freeplay and Red Brick Rush, also in the PC version.
Now let's take a look at LEGO City Undercover, specifically the free play category on the remastered version. On July 24th, Mark Tendo got a 36:07 RTA time, beating the previous record by 29 seconds.
Time. Let's go!
He came back the next day, cleaning up some of the time loss and finished with a 34:51. Continuing on this trimming, we saw Mark get a 33:49, 32:50, and then to finish off his grind with a PB of 31 minutes and 6 seconds. Mark brought the category down by over 5 minutes this month. Then, 2 minutes later, CappyBot has been running this category right behind Mark the whole time, and finally surpassed him with this 30:12, but he wasn't done just yet. On July 29th, Cappy passed the 30-minute barrier with an RTA record of 29:47. He squeaked out one more record of 29:03 just before the month ended. Currently, these are the RTA records, which means loads are accounted for their final times. A load remover might be implemented into the leaderboards, but we'll have to wait and see. Overall, this category has been brought down by 7 minutes and 33 seconds over the course of July. GG's Mark and Cappy, and best of luck in your future LCU adventures. We have a new T-Fresh challenge that just started for August, this time a co-op challenge. The fastest co-op run of LEGO Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars Any % No Cut will get $100, ending at midnight at the end of August. Top runners are not allowed to participate, opening up for new runners to potentially win. I also put up $40, or $20 per person, for every person that gets sub 120 in the category during this challenge. For more information, you can join T-Fresh's monthly LEGO Challenge Discord in the description below. Good luck to all the runners, and I hope everyone has fun.
The Skywalker Saga saw some sensational story speedruns by Seedom Nastek this month. As Seed's monumental task of tackling every any % run in the mainline games draws to a close, the Skywalker Saga was the final frontier. Using knowledge and tricks taking inspiration from the co-op any % runs, and a lot of practice and theory crafting, Seed managed to set a handful of new world records in the Trilogy categories. On the 15th, Seed set a new world record in the prequels category with a time of 1 hour, 22 minutes and 29 seconds, cutting 1 minute and 32 seconds off the previous record. And just 2 days later, Seed broke his own record with 1 hour, 21:55, shaving off yet another 34 seconds. Moving on to the original Trilogy, on the 24th, Seed set another record with a time of 1 hour, 13 minutes and 32 seconds, improving the record by 1 minute and 14 seconds. And if that wasn't enough, Seed broke yet another record on the 26th, finishing with an incredible 1 hour, 12 minutes and 13 seconds, cutting off an additional 1 minute and 19 seconds. Big congrats to Seed for these phenomenal achievements. Keep an eye out for more amazing runs from him in the future. Imagine stepping into a world where every move is meticulously crafted, where each level is a delicacy on a plate, and where the chef, Seedom Nastek, is a culinary genius in the kitchen of speedrunning. This month, he didn't just serve us a meal, he prepared a banquet of groundbreaking discovery in LEGO Pirates that will leave you craving more. For the appetizer, a fresh take on an old recipe. On August 6th, Seedom Nastek set the tone for the feast with a dish that packed a punch. The discovery that Super Jump storage, A technique known from LEGO Harry Potter's years 5 through 7 also works in LEGO Pirates. This revelation was like a secret ingredient that opened up new possibilities for out-of-bounds tricks. His first course, a consistently executable launch that bypasses nearly the entire Brethren Court level by expertly storing a super jump and manipulating the AI to dip just 0.1 units into the ground's collision. He catapulted the player sky high, skipping the room and saving nearly 3 minutes. Previously, there had been an attempt at this dish, but it was more of an undercooked experiment. This time, Seed served it to perfection. For entree, the showstopper. But the appetizer was just a tease. The main course was served hot, with Seed's discovery of a method to skip the dreaded 4-1 London town boss fight entirely. By taking the player out of bounds, Seed guided us to the end level trigger, bypassing a notoriously problematic battle that was prone to soft-locks. This skip was like a perfectly cooked steak, juicy, satisfying, and exactly what the community needed. The palate cleanser, a refined technique. Next up was the dessert you didn't know you were waiting for. In 4-4, a Spanish legacy, Sidem Naztec offered us a refined palate cleanser. Utilizing the same groundbreaking tech, he devised a way to reach the end trigger without the need for the previously required high FPS, janky launch. By going out of bounds and scaling up a wall, he delivered a solution that was not only smoother, but also faster, just like a perfect sorbet after a hearty meal. And for dessert, the grand finale. As the month drew to a close, Seed didn't just stop at one dessert, he served up a double helping. He found an even faster method for the Brethren Court skip, and to top it all off, he uncovered a massive time save in 2-1 Pelagosto. His final discovery involved a colossal launch that skipped the majority of the mountain climb, dodging multiple puzzles and tedious movement. It was the pièce de résistance that capped off an already spectacular meal. And for the verdict, the total time saved from these skips? A staggering 5.5 minutes. Sub 1 hour is now more than just a pipe dream. It's a tantalizing possibility on the horizon. So, did you enjoy your full course meal prepared by Sidem Naztec? Because this month he didn't just deliver, he earned his Michelin star in the kitchen of speedrunning, and you can bet I'll be back for another serving.
We have a lot of miscellaneous games and categories to cover this month, starting with a new LEGO Builder's Journey world record on the 2nd of the month by Hodo, a 1 minute and 46 second improvement from the previous record. Then on the 10th, 12th, and 18th, we got 3 new records from Viola in LEGO Jurassic World Freeplay, improving the category's time by over 2 minutes.
Yeah.
LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga DS had a new all red bricks record on the 10th by John as well, and LEGO City Forest Raceway had an any % record set by Bixel on the 11th, the 3rd full run of the game ever. During LEGOThon, after Viola's previous Jurassic World run, LEGO Movie 1 saw a new record in the All Pants category, done by none other than Flaming Laser and DeHamster. Fast forwarding 1 week, and Galador, another lesser ran game, saw a 1 hour, 7 minute, and 36 second time from Carcoon, the game's first run and record in about a year. Of course, LEGO Racers 1 kept making strides, with a 2-second record improvement from Vincent in the game's any % glitchless category on the 21st. Towards the end of the month, on both the 27th and 28th, we had 2 LEGO Batman 3 All Adam West and Peril records from Craigle, cutting off 8 minutes from the category previously. And a new no-cut 100% co-op world record in LEGO Star Wars 3 from Creston and Daniel Wepper, coming in at right under 11 hours.
The summer keeps on providing us with the Complete Saga world records and personal best. Let's take this one category by category. Continuing off its creation from last month, Red Brick Rush saw more world record activity, with Anonymous starting off on the 2nd, finishing a run with a final time of 38:50. This nipped Saber's previous record by just 3 seconds, but on July 14th, the Frenchman Raffo beat Anonymous's time by 20 seconds with a 38:30 load remove time, and that's where the record stands today. TCS had another new category this month, Blindfolded. Zoda had been the big guy to run this category, and completed the first prequels run, taking him 4 hours and 45 minutes to complete the first 18 levels completely blind. He used sound cues and setups he developed in order to normalize his position in each level. For example, during the end room of Gunship, to throw the bombs at the lasers, Zoda will hold down and to the side and spam special to grab a bomb from one of the bottom dispensaries. He would slowly encroach on a laser, and when he hears the gunship getting damaged, launch a bomb upwards and hopefully hit its target. 2 days later, he beat his 4:45 by over an hour and a half, leaving the category at 3 hours, 1 minute, and 22 seconds. Zoda plans to route and practice the original trilogy next, a much harder trilogy because of the length, with the end goal of a full any percent run. Now let's see what the any percent leaderboard has been looking like. Frostbite starts us off this month with a 2:22.17, a 20-second PB that will seat him in second place, but he wasn't comfortable there. 6 days later, he comes back with a massive 50-second PB, tying for third place with Evan. Justin reclaims the record from Jared with a 2:21.14. It was just a 3-second bop, but it could have been so much more if not for a devastating GTF in the last level. We saw the first PB from Zach since he had record 6 months ago with a 2:21.27. This meant there was now a 3-way tie for third place. Who would get out of this tie first? That would be Evan, barely snagging second place with this 2:21.16 LRT. It had potential to be the first 220 heading into episode 5, but the time loss bleed in several episode 5 levels were too much to recover. He would redeem himself though. He came back the next night and clutched a final time of, drumroll please, 2 hours, 19 minutes, and 8 seconds. A massive, whopping, gigantic, colossal record by 2 minutes and 6 seconds. The first sub 220, he played 2.5 minutes off his sob, which is absolutely unreal in this category. Evan had an old world record, a 2:31.49, which is widely believed to be the best executed record in the category. This run might have just topped that. A perfect way to end the month.